It's really amazing. I got into veterinary school wanting to do equine medicine because I grew up with horses. And then I think like most of us equine, physicians, we get into vet school and we're like, man, maybe there's something else. And I started getting interested in small animal medicine, and then I knew that GP wasn't for me. So I'm a total adrenaline junkie. So for whatever reason, I landed in emergency medicine. And I started coupling that with the human hospice experience that I had as a volunteer when I was in college. So as a late teenager, I actually volunteered for human hospice. It was just one of those things I did in my life because I hadn't had a significant loss at that time. And I found myself as an ER clinician tapping back to that experience that I had, which was human hospice is the last bit of a choice that a person has. And they talk so much about removing choices from people towards the end of their life. And as a human hospice volunteer, you come in and you are there to servant those people. And you do what they want. You give them choices, and would you like this or that? And they get to have choices in their end stages of life. And I found myself tapping back into that greatly as an ER clinician, where I needed to give people choices, and I needed to walk them through these things compassionately and lead them confidently and calmly. And I found more fulfillment in the end-of-life experiences than I did the 2 a.m. GDV surgery that I did. I just loved it. I loved having an impact on people. And I was only 3 months out of school when that woman came in with her chihuahua wrapped in a little blanket and wanted me to not have her off her lap. And I knew that that's what everybody needed and desired and deserved. Every client and every pet, and now that I can say this, every veterinarian also deserves to have that type of feeling of fulfillment in what we're doing. So I was only 3 months out of school when I formed Lap of Love, and I had no idea what it was going to turn into. And I have found now that I enjoy working with the profession and changing the way, and not only just changing, because I feel like changing infers that what's come before us hasn't been great. It's been wonderful. Our profession is amazing. We can evolve how we handle euthanasia and end-of-life cases. And not just because we haven't had anything in the past. I had 0 lectures on euthanasia when I was in school. Now I teach them at the University of Florida and a couple other schools. Now I teach those classes. So we can evolve the way that we're handling euthanasia because the human-animal bond is evolving also. We're not the mechanics that we were 50 years ago in veterinary medicine. We are pediatricians. And I think that we're even evolving differently than pediatricians because pets in many ways are differently important than children are. Human children grow up and they become independent. We're supposed to teach them how to become independent of us. But our pets are never independent. They're always there. And they don't talk back to us, and they don't judge us, and they don't go to the wrong schools, and they don't pick the wrong profession, and they don't date the wrong people. And our pets are always there with us. And there becomes this bond that every person has that's different. The dude with the farm dog has a different bond with his dog than the woman with a Yorkie that's in her purse every day. They both love their animals. They both love them. Neither of them don't love their animal. They love them differently. And it's not our job to judge either one, but instead to walk into that human-animal bond that they have with their pet and serve them, and walk into this bond with this person that has with their pet and serve that bond. And that's the real product that we have in veterinary medicine, is serving of the human-animal bond. We don't sell medicine. People don't come to us for medicine. They're not buying medicine from us. They're buying our support of their bond that they have with their pet.